The future of Hollywood movies is changing, and we may soon see a big shift that can make it all fall apart. Now, it's no secret that Hollywood movies have been increasingly more generic lately, and original creativity has been sucked out and replaced with franchises. But now we are seeing that these franchises are not performing like they used to, and they are very expensive to produce. So as Hollywood studios are hurting, whether from the strike, the losses from streaming subscribers and revenue, or the dwindling of ticket sales over time, they are stuck between a rock and a hard place. And everyone, Hollywood insiders and viewers alike, are all wondering, what's the future look like? So in this video, I'm gonna break down what the landscape could be, how it's going to affect the future of entertainment for audiences, movie lovers, and everyone in the industry. Anyway, if you're new, welcome to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the content. Let's get right into it. If you haven't seen my video on the streaming bubble bursting, you can go back and watch. But basically, I went through how Hollywood's big streaming future has been dismantled. Because the future is bleak. Growth slowed and the streaming business isn't working the way they hoped. So now we are seeing studios and tech companies like Apple and Amazon pivoting their new film strategy back to movie theaters where they can make more of a profit. These studios spend ridiculous amounts of money on films and entertainment, and viewers are just not willing to pony up like they used to. Whether because we're spoiled now with too many options or the movies and shows just suck, I'll let you decide. So now, on the flip side, we also know that in general, movie theaters are still hanging on by a thread. I do think movie theaters will rise with new changes and innovations. There is a lot of reasons they could come back in a different and strong way, but it'll take some time for the viewers to create the habit of going back to the movie theater on a regular basis. So here lies the problem. Studios are not in the best place financially. They have seen some big losses from some big movies. So in order to combat those losses, they need to have some big wins. Well, the big wins are the popular franchises, the Indiana Jones, the Marvel superhero movies, the reboots and remakes, but those genres are also fading. Some are complete bombs and just not solid plays anymore, and they aren't exactly in the cycle to take big chances on original blockbuster content. There is legitimate fear with their future. Distribution has changed. They are seeing competition from individual creators that are stealing eyeballs, and unions want more from them. Media professionals and enthusiasts are particularly concerned. Not only have movies become too expensive to make, but the use of artificial intelligence and technology will gut a lot of the industry, and honestly, I truly believe that. I don't want it to happen. I've worked and loved the film and video space for many years, but just from when I attended film school to now, the changes have been dramatic. For example, if I did a 3-camera shoot, it used to require at least 3 camera operators to run the cameras, extra assistants to handle the rest of the gear. Everything was more manual, hands-on. Now, with remote tripod heads and smart laser-focused technology, robotic dollies, sliders, and jibs, I can be put behind a monitor to oversee everything while the technology does the rest. That's just one example of the many advances that have changed the production workflow. Because these things have gotten smaller and easier with tech, not as many hands are needed on sets. So those areas have been and will continue to be disrupted. This may just be a natural evolution as technology disrupts many industries. However, the creative positions have yet to be disrupted. Until now, with AI. AI is making waves because it can do some incredible things, emulating humans' talent and creativity. It's actually kind of scary. And this is exactly why Hollywood is striking against the use of AI. They know how many jobs it can replace, and unfortunately, it's no secret studios will always try to cut costs where they can, especially now. Studios have become more risk-averse due to the increase in competitions for people's attention against these content creators on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram that create videos that are sometimes more entertaining than the big-budget films. And there are more and more free, independent streaming platforms popping up every day with tons of content to watch. So in order for people to spend money to see something, it needs to be really good or satisfying, or feed our desire for nostalgia. See, individuals don't have the deep pockets to acquire intellectual property with big brand recognition. So that's the one place studios have a big advantage. And trust me when I say they will lean more into it now than ever before. They don't want to compete where they don't have to. So yes, superhero movies may be trending down, but a big budget Hot Wheels movie from one of Hollywood's biggest directors is on the horizon. So big budget films will rely more heavily on branding to bring in an audience and secure profits, and expect to see exclusive merchandise being sold with the movie. Whether at the theater or digitally at home, I'm already seeing links to special merchandise and giveaways under movie titles to click on. That's another reason for them to stick to franchises and known brand productions. Much easier to sell Barbie merchandise than Oppenheimer merch. So, Hollywood films will almost entirely be franchise-based, and the people they hire to be in the movies will be those with strong connections rather than talented actors. Movie stars will continue to be stars as long as they play characters in these franchise films. That is not far-fetched at all. We can already see this happening. The movie star is fading. Schwarzenegger was a star. Johnny Depp was a star. But it's already shifting. In the future, Jack Sparrow is the star, Terminator is the star, Iron Man is the star, Barbie is the star. Maybe we have stars play them right now, but it's shifting. So Hollywood is breaking apart. It will shrink to a more concentrated business, and other forms of movie and entertainment will start splitting off and be completely separate. Independent and individual production companies will have nothing to do with unions or working with Hollywood insiders to try and get distribution as much anymore. All the non-big budget talent, employees, creators will have to embrace the new world. But the new industry gives creators more control. The new industry allows creators to release what they want themselves based on what they think people will like. They have to. I mean, just 15 years ago, if I wanted to make a movie and I had no connections to distribution companies to release it in theaters or make DVD copies of it to get on the shelves of Blockbuster, then only my friends and family would essentially see it. Now, I can upload it on YouTube, Amazon Prime, or any of the other many platforms and have potentials of thousands or millions of people to see it. It's essentially free distribution. You just need to market it now. That's where the creativeness comes in, and finding sources of revenue from that viewing, whether you charge people to see it or you try to get sponsors. Okay, so what about the actors in Hollywood? They are still striking, and they feel they need more. It's understandable. But the harsh reality is there are plenty of talented people that will and are performing for free. All the people making short clips on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, they are doing it for fun or hoping to achieve something down the line. It's hard to be a full-time actor unless you're on a series, so people who are interested in working as entertainers or creators will find more success working for themselves instead of trying to get a job at a shrinking studio that's looking to cut people. The landscape is very similar to entertainment in the 1950s, with seemingly endless opportunities for the ambitious and creative. The film industry will always exist, and like radio, it will evolve. Podcasts have allowed anyone with a little bit of startup money to create a high-quality radio program about any topic they like. So because films and TV shows with multi-million-dollar budgets will rely on brand recognition more often to get viewers into the theaters, the unique ideas will come from regular people with nothing more than a little bit of startup money and a dream, especially as technology has made the logistics to filmmaking more attainable. And that's a good thing for people that crave original ideas. We have already seen this happening with movies getting free and easy big buzz on social media to gain attention. In the past, they used to have to do film festival circuits to gain attention or get critics to write about them. I believe the strike in Hollywood represents a turning point for the industry. User-generated content is outpacing film and television shows, and the ability to make a living working for studios will become increasingly difficult, especially if AI-generated scripts become the norm. A career in Hollywood as a writer may not exist at all. Maybe one writer to oversee all the algorithms. And actors? Well, like I said, maybe getting paid up front to act may not be all that common. Hollywood films will always pay actors up front, but all the independent films may start doing business like content creators. They help showcase your brand, your talent, and as you build up an audience, you get a piece of the pie. How many podcasts have you seen with famous actors from the past that no longer are in movies or shows very often, but they use their celebrity to gain followers in this new media and can profit from it? So as everyone says, Hollywood is collapsing and the future is dire, I say yes. But out of the ashes, we will see more smaller creatives getting more attention and more opportunities will rise for them. If Hollywood is making less movies, trust me when I say alternative entertainment will fill in the gap and it will be more original and viewers will be happy. This movement to decentralization was long needed. So that's all I got for this video. The next video, I'm gonna go over China's influence in movies and media right now and what the ultimate goal will be. Don't forget to subscribe because you won't want to miss it. And leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. Thanks for watching.